Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. Um, as you can see, he says, yes you can, we're on Roadcraft and we're on the PlayStation 5. We have done and dusted with the last map that I was on, and I have continued briefly into the next map, which is the flooded mines and quarries one. Um, and that literally that's it. That's all I've done. So, I haven't really done any of the objectives or done anything other than drive from A to B. So I'm just about to do this one, clear out damaged containers around the port. Yes. Okay. Again, it's going to be one of those. Have I got a lot to talk about? Probably not. Will I try and fill the gaps? Try not to. But at the same time, I am acutely aware of that not, lots of quietness isn't always a good thing for YouTube videos. Talking of quiet, there you go, nice segue for you. Saw one of these Gen Z, Gen X YouTube videos where it's normally the Americans that do it. It's quite funny. It's like, oh, why are the youngsters acting like they've only just discovered this or they've just discovered that or no. So this guy's there's again, I don't know how old this video is. It was a short, and oops, sorry. And there's all these Gen Z millennials. Again, I just call anybody that's younger than me is a millennial, basically. Anybody that was born late 1990s, as in 95 onwards, into the 2000s. As far as I'm concerned, you're a millennial, because most of them seem to freaking act like it anyway. And I can never keep up with, oh, you're a Gen Z, you're a Gen X, you're a Gen A, you're whatever. Yeah, I was born in the 70s. That's all I need to know. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? So as far as I'm concerned, the only gens that you need to know are older, and millennials. That's my easy life. Anyway, digressing hugely. This guy, again, like I said, I have no idea how old this thing was that he was talking about, where he was, getting silent walking. Apparently, it's a thing where when you go around, just go around. Yeah, so silent walking. Apparently all these youngsters, they've all discovered that I'm going to go for my daily walk, but I'm not actually going to be listening to music or a podcast, and I'm just not. I'm going to be completely switched off from my social media, from my phone, and all this. Like it's a huge thing, and he's like, it's called walking, and I'm like, yeah, isn't this what people do? Admittedly, if I am going on a, sometimes if I'm going on a bit of a walk, I will have my headphones or my earbuds on, and I will listen to my music, but only if I'm maybe walking into town or something like that. I never have my headphones on. I rarely take my phone with me when I'm walking the dog. And if even when I'm on holiday and stuff like that, which I can't remember the last time I went on holiday, that's a totally different story. I would never walk around with my headphones on. You're there to be experiencing nature or whatever it is, wherever you are. I mean, even he said, like, this one woman, apparently she was like, oh, you know, it's like, it's really peaceful and it's really nice. I can hear like the wind blowing through the trees and I can hear nature. And he said, that's normal. That's nature's soundtrack. That's what any normal person hears every day they step, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, it was sadly fascinating. And I say sadly because that is the state of people today, and not just like youngsters and millennials and all that kind of crap, but these people are just so obsessed with their technology. Oh, excuse me a second. That'll be the dog demanding to be let out, even though literally 15 minutes ago we came in from our walk. Yeah, so that worked. I didn't even get a chance to press pause. Pause, dog. No? Okay. But any other time I'm like, no, it's fine. I'll let her out. Obviously I'll let her out. Of course I'll let her out. You know, it's not her fault. She can't, unlike the cat, she can't open the door on her own. But what irks me... Oh... Do you have any idea how long I've been waiting to unlock that vehicle? Excuse me, I need a tissue. Yummy. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, but it's the fact that we've honestly, we came in about just after 3 o'clock, and it's now 3:30. Oh, look at you. Oh. What does the cab look like? Oh, I didn't do that. Nice. Ooh, why is the cup holder all the way over there? I'm not going to reach that. Oh, there were some stickers on there. They've been ripped off. I wonder what they were. See, this is why I now go in every cab to check, because I'm not sure which I can't remember which vehicle it was. I think it was the truck, one of the early trucks, and he's got the 2 stickers or the 2 pictures of his favourite animals, and one of them's a squirrel. It's brilliant. Well, I'm just going to leave the mic running. Going to leave this running. Back in a sec. Let the dog back it in. Feel better for that, do you? Did you actually do anything other than bark? I really need a decent chair. I want one of those Titan Lab computer chairs. Every now and again I'll enter one of, there's a online competition, and they occasionally do competition for those chairs. But I am officially one of the world's unluckiest people. Not unlucky in general, but if I bet on anything, yeah, or if money is involved in any sense or form of gambling type of thing, the only guarantee is that I will lose, and I've proven that time and time again. So basically I could do a competition or play cards or whatever, and do it for a laugh and do it for free, and occasionally I'm okay, you know, I'm not too bad. As soon as it's real, and as soon as real money is involved, forget it. Guarantee. You would actually, it would almost be a given if you were to bet against me winning, you would win. Does that make sense? Yeah. Anyway, so I tend to steer away from doing competitions and stuff, because I just never win, ever. Unload pump components from a bunch. So I should really concentrate on playing this game, shouldn't I? Yes. Unload the components from the barge. Oh, so I've got to unload them and put them there, and then I wonder if I'll have to put them on there to take them somewhere. Oh, mate. See, like I said, I've been waiting to get this truck purely because I can now load up the tarmacking, set up the road making crew, because I know you can fit at least 2 of them on there. Oh, that's so much easier. Dude, look at it. It's even got its own sleeper cab. That is a beast, isn't it? Do we know if this is real? Because it looks it. Or is it modelled on a real bit of kit? Because if it is, yeah, if anybody knows of one that is real or even close to it, please leave a comment and say, yes, go and check this out on this video on YouTube, not Facebook. I do not have a Facebook account. I will never have a Facebook account. Again, another story. Basically, I just hate Facebook. But yeah, YouTube, or even Instagram. We're on Instagram. So yeah, if you know of any pictures or videos of anything, either of this as a real machine or anything that is remotely similar to it, I would love to see one, because I think they'd look amazing. And I'm always into sorry, hold on. No. There it is. Yeah, I love like the military style vehicles. Always have done. Ovs, you know. It's my generation, it's what I was brought up fascinating about and loving and all that kind of thing. And not just military, big rigs in general. I mean, when I were a lad, when I was little, I was actually brought up living in a transport cafe. So it literally was a truck stop in Devon, over here in the UK. And of course you went there. And it was where we were. When was this? This was like in the 80s. And it was one of the most popular, well-respected, well-used transport cafes in the area in Devon. And I'm not just saying that, it generally was. I mean, you know, I was only, when did I leave? I was like 5, or I think I was about 5 when my folks moved into it, and I was about 10 when I left, you know. So, you know, I was only young and I was quite impressionable. So, but I was brought up around, and it was all British trucks. Obviously, you don't have American rigs running around, especially in the 80s. But it didn't stop me being fascinated by the big rigs, by the Americans, Peterbilts, Kenworths, and the Whites, and all that. Yeah, the Internationals as well. But it was predominantly the anything with. I want to say it's not cab over. I always get these two mixed up. It's not cab over, was it? It's the one with the engine at the front, because a cab over is literally a cab over the front of over the engine, isn't it? So they would have been like your Whites and your Internationals, whereas Kenworths and Peterbilts were the ones that I'm on about, and they always, to me, in my eyes, were the stereotypical. They were your classic looking American big rig. And again, in the 80s, what's the one film that, well, there was a whole series of them, but you had Convoy, yeah, 10-4 Rubber Duck, and you had Smokey and the Bandit, you know, and all of his shenanigans. So yeah, that's the kind of thing I was brought up loving. So anything playing like this and playing SnowRunner and all those kind of things, I love them, absolutely love them. route. And maybe I could use the gravel in your voice to lay the roads because you're really irritating. Sorry. Anyway, also, yeah, big rigs. Like I said, I'm in my 50s now. I was, born in the 70s, brought up in the 80s, lived in the 90s, and basically anything to do with big rigs, I loved them. Absolutely adored them. I used to get my old man used to take me to all of the truck fests when they were out and about. So yeah, absolutely adore them. And it's like watching. I used to love watching Ice Road Truckers. That was fab. And the one that really amazes and blows my mind are the Australian road trains. They're awesome. Give a tunnel exit base access to pipe production. Construct a road and plan a route between the port and the plant. Which plant? Plant? Wait, what? Which plant? Right, so I've got to do a road there because that looks a little bit foobard. But then so does that. And that's not very pretty. And then I've got to do a road there. I'm not being funny, but I might as well just pave the whole thing. God, pave. How American. Sorry. We don't. It's funny, isn't it? It's colloquialisms. Americans, and maybe other places, they call them paved roads. When they have like your tarmac and stuff like that, it's a paved road. And then they have their sidewalk, which makes perfect sense. Whereas we have pavements, which is what we walk on, and then we have just tarmacked roads, or roads in Devon. If you know, you know. So yeah, it's funny. So it's like half of the American phrases for roads and stuff work, like the sidewalk. I think the sidewalk is the perfect description for what it is. You walk on the side of the road. It's not, and we call it a pavement. But a road, yeah, a road's a road, isn't it? It's either a road or a track. If it's a road, it's got tarmac. If it's a track, it's got grass growing up in the middle of it. That's how I've always been brought up. So anyway, that did remind. I was going to say something else then, and it's completely gone. So think yourselves lucky. Right, what have I got to do? Right, we're going to build stuff, aren't we? So if I enter here and recover back to the base, I have a cunning plan. Dum-be-dum-be-dum. Oh, look at you, the sexy beast. Well, we got actions. Toggle ramp. Look at it. I mean, I still get excited when I'm driving down the motorway and the army are like going, or I go past the army in convoy and they're moving their tanks and stuff. It's like, oh, it's big and it's shiny. Well, not shiny, but you know what I mean. Right, garage. Do we not have a garage? Garage, there it is. Right, we are going to need one of you. Oops. And One, no, yes, one of you. Mind the paintwork? Sorry. You know, every now and again, well, every now and again, it feels like it's every single bloody time. I have a technical issue of some description. Well, I've just had one right then. And basically, my sound card, or my recording card, whatever you want to call them, capture card. It was either the capture card, which I don't believe it was, or the recording software, which I'm most likely to believe that it failed. Literally, just I was in mid chat. I was like about to go blah, and it just went ba-ding, saying the sound card was disconnected, and and it's like, well, clearly it's not, because I can still see it. As in, like, it's on the screen, it's on the monitor. Ooh, I can go up a bit more. Nice. So yeah, not brilliant at all in any shape or form, but that seems to be pretty much par for the course for me. So admittedly, it doesn't normally fall over in mid recording. It's normally just an absolute pain in my ass to set up and get running. But we will see. Wow, this is working. Go on, get on there. Turn. Oh my god, I'm not doing that. Again, it's this whole oh my days. No. This isn't going to end well. Nope, he's gone. You gonna turn? Are you gonna be able to do this? God's sake. Really? But yeah, so if you're interested or not, I'm using Debut Professional by NCH Software. Would I recommend them? Yes and no. When it's working, it's a bit like anything else, isn't it? When it's working, it's really good, but it's extremely unpredictable at times, and the amount of issues I have trying to set it up so that I can record game and my audio at the same time, it's just beyond a joke. No, wait, what now? Right, I'm in the truck. Actions. Oh, camera mode. Bollocks. Sorry. What was I on about? Yeah. When it works, and it's fine, and it's really good. But like I said, I just have so many issues getting it set up properly, and even now I'm not convinced. And yeah, it has a tendency of just falling over. Not good. But like I said, it's not all the time, and when it's working, it's really, really good, and it's very, very easy to use. So which is why I stick at it and put up with the niggles, whereas I have used other things, other programs to try and do the recordings and stuff, and they're awful. Sorry, mid-afternoon coffee, it's never good. It's like what was the last one I was using? Elgato. I've even got the Elgato capture card, and I hate it. I hate the card because the quality is crap. It does not seem to come out as HD. I'm convinced. I don't care what anyone says. And the the software. Oh, and also because I'm plugged into the PlayStation, you can't have the HDC or the HCDP, whatever it's called, the link thing. You have to have that turned off, otherwise the card won't work, which is fine because it's like a copyright protection thing. Totally understand that, but it's still a pain in the ass because it's not, there's a lot of things that rely on you having that as a viable option. And what else? Yeah, the Elgato recording studio thing. I personally found that to be such a faff, and it was just awful. And you don't have, or I could not find any play. There weren't many options when it comes to doing the recordings and stuff. It's literally like, well, you can record in HD and you can record in 1080, and it's like your recording is basically, you're going to do the idea is you do the recording through the Elgato thing, and then you just literally throw it up onto YouTube. There's no editing at all. Yeah, and the file sizes were ridiculous. We're talking like for an hour's worth of recording, it'd be like a gig, or more. You know what I mean? Because you're recording in such large file sizes. Whereas at least with the debut recordings that I do, I actually record in. He says I don't want to touch anything because it might fall over. Yeah, I can't remember my go-to. Bear with me a second. I'm so sorry about this. Not very professionally of me, is it? What are they called? No, that's a VLC. It's not going to say it. But it's not. It's not an MP4. It's a different type of file thing. And then I use another editing suite, believe it or not, to actually do the recordings, and it just works better because, like I said, I've got more options and styles. File sizes and everything else, and the qualities. Not that I use them, and yes, I know it shows, because I'm not that clued up even now. I just like, if it works, don't break, don't fix it kind of thing. But yeah, that's just, it's like I said, part of the course with me at the moment, with my recording stuff just deciding to fall over and to randomly cut me off and shut me up. Again, maybe I should take the hint. Oh, that did it. Why? What did I hit? Right, you can. What did I? I don't understand, right? So there's me getting all excited. Oh yeah, I can transport these, but it won't let me strap the cargo. Am I missing something here? Why can't I secure the cargo? It's supposed to be a giant cargo moving beast. So why won't it let me strap them down? What are you doing? Just turn. Oh my god. Oh, this is not going to end well, is it? Stop drifting. Right, okay. Where the actual are we going? Where do I need to go? Please don't answer that. Oh yeah, I'm really going to go through there, aren't I? Crap. And there's no way I'm fitting through there either. That's going to need to be moved. And no, well, what's the point? You move that, where are you going to go? Houston, we have a problem. Bugger. How bad? That's bad, isn't it? That's pretty bad. Tell you what, let's get him down there somehow. Hopefully, he says. And then we'll go and grab the dozer. And see if we can shunt stuff out of the way. Bouncy, bouncy. I don't understand why it won't let me. Is it because they're not level? I don't. Why can't I just strap them to the trailer bed? Oh, that was the whole point. Answers in the comments, please, if you know. Please tell me what I'm doing wrong other than attempting to try and play this game. I genuinely... no, we're stuck. For Jovan's sake, look at it. Who thought that using logs was a good idea as a road surface? Seriously. Anyway, yes, I'm obviously once I'm. Oh God. Oh, she so needs to stop. She slays me. No, seriously, just stop. What does she want me to do? You can fix the brick. No. How? How? I can clear the area, but I can't. Vehicles. Where are you? Enter. Yeah, I can clear the area, but I won't be able to fix it. Jeez. Right. Best way. Yeah, see, I should have gone that way. Balls. It's fine. Who knew? Definitely not me. Finally, dog's asleep. So anyway, yes. Answers in the comments if you happen to know what I'm doing wrong, if I'm doing anything wrong. If I'm not, I'm pleasantly shocked and surprised. But why can't I actually strap things to the trailer? And I can't with the tiny little blue transporter either. It's bizarre, excuse me. It's bizarre. It just gives you the option to put things on there. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's going to need to be fixed. Well, I'm kind of glad I went the other way then. Oof. That's going to be messy. That would not have been pretty. Okay. What do you reckon? Don't leave it too close to the ground because it'll just wreck everything. You're not going to, are you? Oh no, you need to crane it. You've got to pick it all up. Snore. Ooh, did you see that drop then? That's funny. Oh, come on, you're a dirty great big bulldozer for Christ's sake, and you can't push a fucking metal can out of the way. Dude. What? Oh, behave. Oh my god. Come on. Ugh. Wow. That's disappointing. That's really quite pathetic. I literally just want to clear the route. Oh god, don't do that. Please don't do that. Fucking hell. What else have I got to do? Yeah, see, I'm not going to get out of there, am I? I'm going to have to. This is not. That's not working, is it? That's rubbish. Why? Why can't you just shunt it out of the way? Oh my goodness. Fine. Fine. What do you reckon? I'm torn between getting that out because it's stable, or getting, yeah, because if I get that one out, then I'll have to use that because I can carry more stuff. Not that I'm going to be going anywhere with it at the moment. Or I get the mini him out, which is still pretty cool. Sod it, we'll do that. It's just easier. Is this the one with the stickers? No. Zoom, zoom. Oops. This is that thing I was on about with the whole weird steering and lack thereof. When it sort of just carries on turning to mainly to the left, which is weird because it really does make me question my controllers. But like I said, I've used more than one. Don't you even think about getting stuck in that? Do not need that on. Right, fine. What's going to need to be moved? Everything. Bugger. Okay. Ow. Oof. What? Sorry, the dog's looking at me as if to say, how dare you disturb my slumber. Really? Fragile. Handle with care. Uh-huh. I mean, stuff like this can literally just be... That made so much difference. Oh boy. Well, I might as well have them collecting them. Bird. Dare ask me to go outside again. Ugh, right. Oh, don't do that. God's sake. It's very peaceful, isn't it, when you hear the birdies singing in the background? Right, I do not... Ah, you had to just... No. And then you're going to clamp on there, aren't you? Oh my goodness. Fine, whatever. Damn it. Damn it, Janet. Just pick the blue, but the one I'm looking at. Not that. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what, just aim for anything that's not what I want. No, no, yes. Oh. Head up. Bring the boom in. I do think the boom control, left and right, or spin it round and all that kind of thing, would, yeah, it's fine. Use the right joystick, but I don't understand why they didn't use the left joystick to move the boom in and out. And the same with the tipper, the big tipper that I've got, the one that's on the tracks, because the whole bed spins around. It's almost, as far as I'm concerned, it's impossible to use. Seamlessly, because so you're you just want to go round in a circle, but you don't want the boom to extend or come out or anything like that, and you just don't. That's not gonna, is it? Is that gonna actually do anything? Because I'm kind of parked on it. Yeah, no, didn't think it would. Oh, didn't like that, did you? Yeah, so it's just annoying. So it would have been, in my untrained, not professionally making games and stuff, but you know, in my limited play type of thing, I just think using the left joystick, and yes, that's the ice cream van in the background. I want that. I want that. No, I want that one. No, I want that one. I want that one. No, I want that one. No, I don't want. Oh, for God's sake! Right. No. No. Yes. What was I saying? Yes. Just use the left joystick to control the boom in and out, because you have to use the D-pad to lift the boom. Yeah. So you're already using two sort of controls. So to me, I don't really see what the problem would be in, you know, that can actually stay there, in using a third, you know, just using the left joystick to simply move. Done it again, haven't I? For God's sake, dude. Right, that'll do. Yeah, to just be able to move the actual boom in and out, just use the left joystick. I don't know if is there a setting for that? No, you can just swap them, but you can't actually. Oh, hold on. What's changing? Is there anything changing? Ah, okay. How long have I played this game? Well, that's the same. So rotate, 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 move, vehicle steer, vehicle steer. Ooh, no, couldn't do that. Can you just, how about doing your own? That'll be a no then. Fine, whatever. Yeah, again, comments if you are still listening and you haven't torn your ears off. Is that an idea? Or am I just wanting too much? Oh, surely I can't be the only one that thinks it's easier to be able to control the boom round in a circle left and righty with one joystick, and then inny and outy with the other joystick. Is that too much to ask? And like I said, especially with the tipper, when I will be using that in a bit, because I'll need to get some sand and stuff, so I'll show you again what I'm on about. Alright, as you can see, I have absolutely zero intention of really doing a lot with this. Don't you even think about it. Don't you dare. Not really sure. You gonna stay? Nope, you're just gonna slide off. I'll sod you then. I need that concrete slab out of the way. And I think then... Oh yeah, that might need to be moved. Whoa! Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That could have been messy. Right. Let's see if we can't do anything with this now. Bet we can't. But it's still going to be an absolute... Right. Just get over there. So it rolls right back to it. You bastard. See, if I had more faith in it not doing that. Actually, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't as painful as it could have been. Okay, that's cool. Am I? There, he bounced. You get. Hang on. Nah. And it's just, of course you have. Exactly what I was trying to avoid. Crap. Right, okay. We'll come back to that one in a sec. Whoa. Get out of the way, you slab. So childish. Okay. Up. Please, just thank you. Right, how are we doing? I just want to make a even if it's just a smallish place to turn. What are the odds of being able to reverse into that and push him right up out of the way? Some. Okay. But you watch, as soon as I pull away, I'm now going to get myself wedged. This is not... Oh, yes. Oh, look at you. Look at you, Pikachu. Austin Powers, anyone? That in my eyes, that scene where he's in the golf cart going backwards and forwards is hands down one of the most funniest scenes in a film. It's just so silly, and it is brilliant. Absolute gold. Oh, just do it. Go on. Do it. Do it. See? How hard could that? How hard was that? He says, making it look extremely difficult. Right, let's get you out of the way a little bit more. Let's get his slab out of the way. Come on, get out of the way, you slab. Sorry, now I've said it, I can't stop saying it. Oh, I'm such a child. No, yes, no, yes. Go on, go on. There you go, that'll do. Talking of trying to sound hard and all gangster like, you slab. Anybody watched Mobland? And I don't mean the film, I mean the TV series that's on streaming at the moment, with Pierce Brosnan, Tom Hardy, and Helen Mirren. Guy Ritchie, that's who I was trying. Yes, he's the guy that wrote it, created it. Absolute masterpiece of entertainment. If you haven't watched it already, go onto your streaming platforms or whatever. Again, I apologise, I cannot remember which platform it is on, but yeah, it's called Mobland, all one word, unlike the film that is Mobland. So good, so good. Yeah, it's one of those ones where you watch an episode and it's like, oh my goodness, that was just crazy. That was like, wow. No, I don't want to sell it. What do I want to sell it for? Yeah, it's great, you know. And then it's like the next episode actually manages to outdo the previous episode, and so on and so on, and it just keeps on going. And it's like, please just stop. I can't cope. I can't take anymore. It's amazing. So yeah, Mobland, well worth your time and effort in trying to track it down and watch it in however you watch online streaming things. Right, as I was saying about the controls, again, like so with the crane, everything's all in one, one joystick. This is the same. So do I need that? Just not right now. Yeah, so basically I'll do it in a second. I'll end up dumping the bloody load, and I have no idea where my nearest sand fill is going to be. That's going to be... Oh, okay, alright, calm down. So yeah, so this thing, it can do that, yeah, which is great. You know, you might want to turn the turn the platform left and right, but I don't want... You have to literally hold the joystick down. Yeah, the right joystick. You have to hold it down, as you can see where it says tipper vertical. So you have to hold it down, and then you can turn the bed. But even then, it's still dodgy, right? Whereas if you could literally just turn it using the right joystick, if you could just turn the bed that way, like that, happy days. And then when you want to actually lift the bed up, as in tilt it, you use the left joystick and then you can do it that way. So much easier to control, right? How deep is this? It's not that bad. Huh. Okay. I mean, yes. Okay. So you've got the X and the square button to control the tipper, but there is also an issue with that where it just goes off and does its own thing. So now then, do I go round? Oh, grief. How am I supposed to get to there? Oh, I'm not getting through there. I'm not getting through there. Ooh, loads of concrete. So I've got to go that way. Wow. We can go that way, but then there's a wall and then trees. Huh. So one of them there as well. That means I've got to get the. This is going to be one of those. That looks far too. Right. So from there, if we go to there. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be an earthquake. Why does this look more like a scene out of Call of Duty or bloody World of Tanks or something? Yarp. I was. Oh no, hold on. I was right about not going that way. But how does this look? Is that a wall or is that missing? Okay, we can do this. Yeah, that's cool. I can actually show you the issue with the tipper with the X button as well. So do it once, right, literally tap the X button. Tap it again. Yeah, so it's almost like, yeah, it's fine. It's going up in increments. We're happy with that. Tap it again. And then it's getting higher and it's like, no. Right? Tap it again. It's not going to do it this time, is it, you bastard? But there are times where you tap it and then you're still trying to drive forward and then it just literally just tips up and empties and it's like, great. Oh, there's the sand quarry. Oh, there you go. Oh man, are you kidding me? Why is the coverage of that sand quarry so small? Or have I just been extremely spoilt? Wow. Excuse me a second. I'm going to need to mark where it is to try and make my life. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm going to have to be in there. So just through there. So if I go there. Oh shoot, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oops. Oh, 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 nobody saw that. It was already down. All right. Oh, while I'm reversing, this is such a cool little thing, right? So in the cab, which I rarely do, not sure why I've got those gloves there, but whatever's. What does that say anyway? Shut up. Something for noobs. Drive a dump truck. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I never noticed that. I need to read that. Brilliant. So anyway, you can look out the mirror, obviously, but look, if you want to look behind you, you actually lean out of the window. How amazing is that? And you can look up and down. How very cool is that? And then, because obviously if you lean the other way, you can look so far back, and you can't lean that way. But yeah, if you literally lean out the window. I haven't actually checked to see if you can do that on all of them. I'm going to do that in a bit. But yeah, I came across it the other day and I was like, shut up. That is so cool. Very easily pleased. Ooh, that's okay. I might go on. Really? There it is. I'm shocked it let me, actually, because quite often it's like, oh no, it has to be level, because you know you don't want to actually lose any of the sand. He says, losing all the sand. It's fine. So that's cool. We don't have to go very far. It looked further on the map, which is fine and dandy. We are reversing. We're reversing. Okay. Ooh, extreme close up. Right, let's carry on checking. Where have we got to go? So I'm not going to subject you. Why is that like that? Not anymore. Yeah, I'm not going to subject you to me actually doing. Okay. So yeah, I am going to put the handbrake on for starters. Go back, Jack. Enter. Where are we? Rim. And this whole putting the thing up, marching. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Classic example of the vehicle just going off without me having any control of it whatsoever. I was, well, you can see the direction I was trying to aim for, but no, it just wanted to carry on. Again, if anybody has played this game and they and now dude, come on. Anyway, yeah, so any suggestions on settings? It's painful at times, it really is. So yeah, suggestions on settings would be very much appreciated for the steerings. Wow, yeah, you know what I mean. Why? What? 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 But what? Oh my goodness. Funny enough, I was actually going to say, before it decided to go off on a tangent, this whole marching mode when you're driving with the scoop right up in the air, health and safety part of me is like, no, that's really dangerous, you know, because it makes the vehicle unsafe. It makes it unsteady for when you're just driving along, because it may tip over. And thank you very much for proving my point, because that's exactly what happened. I do not understand it. Surely the scoop should be lowered, or it should be like angled up so you're not digging in the ground, but it should be lowered a little bit so you can still see what's in front of you, not whacked up in the air. Or the chair moves around, does a 180, and you end up going in reverse, kind of thing, but technically driving forward. Does that make sense? Yeah, like in Farming Sim, there's a lot of the tractors where you can have it in operation mode, and it will basically, the seat, you can turn the seat round 180 so you're looking behind you, that kind of thing. That's how this should work. This inherently dangerous, I'm sorry, but that's the high vis clipboardy hard hat wearing person in me comes out. And anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, because what more can I say? I'm probably going to poodle on, and I might go and do something else, not sure. Yeah, I might leave it. Wow, engine's turned off, but it's still, nope, it's now it's died. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm stopping. I'm going to go off. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to carry on playing this tonight, which means obviously the next video will be not connected, disjointed as the other ones have been, or I might leave it and carry on tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. Because I'm also having a bit of a COD session of late. I'm going back over the new versions of the what are they called? Modern Warfare. Yeah, I'm playing them again. So Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, but the newer versions, and I'm really enjoying them, to be honest. Only the campaign. I don't do the online warfare side of it. It just does my nut. But no, the actual campaign I've thoroughly enjoyed. But again, I'm not going to do videos of them at all. Not even entertain the idea of doing that. I will stick to these kind of things. So anyway, that is it. That is me done. He says, moving stuff and packing stuff away. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for bearing with me and putting up with me. For somebody that really doesn't like to talk, trust me, I don't. I managed to talk an absolute load of shite again today. For better or worse, don't know. You let me know. Tell me in the comments. Say, dude, shut up. Or, yes, some of the things you actually said were interesting or not. I'm honestly, I will not take it to heart. I do not, I'm not one of those kind of people that, they were picking on me. You probably can't say anything worse than what I already think of myself. So there you go. That's probably opened up the floodgates. Whatever. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I do hope you are kind of enjoying the videos. They're a little bit disjointed. They're a little bit broken here and there. I do apologise. And a lot of it is because I'm loving this game so much that I am cracking on playing it after I've come away from doing the recordings and so on and so forth, for which I kind of apologise, but I don't. I'm not going to apologise for the fact that I enjoy the game. You know what I'm saying. If you haven't already, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and please share. Please, let's see if we can actually get some more people interested and involved in this channel. And always, I'm always asking, comments. Make comments. Let's have some interactions. So especially at the moment where I'm still, he said, I'm still trying to find my feet. He said, look how much I've already done. But settings, has anybody got some really good driving settings that work for them? And also with, like I said, why can't I strap the vehicles down on the trailers? That's really confusing and annoying. And if anybody else has either seen videos of other people having these issues with the driving side of things, or if you've played the game and you yourself have had those issues and you've watched this video, please leave a comment and let me know that I am not on my own, because I do still question whether it's my controllers, and it can't be, because I've got 2 of them. Enough's enough. I'm done. Thank you very much. Love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Until the next video, ta-ti-ta. Ta-ta-ta, bye-bye, goodbye, whatever's. Later, see ya, love you, bye.